just a little bit in the NBC newsroom upstairs. It was a of 1967. We'll call it 20 years ago. Yeah, Van Morrison had that big brown-eyed girl. Had her beneath the stadium seat, right? Hey, where did we go? Lots of fun. 66 WNBC. Here's a song written by Del Shannon. Peter and Gordon doing I Go to Pieces. When I see her coming down the street. 66 WNBC, and WNBC all-night weather is going to be hazy skies, very warm and humid, around 75. For Saturday, hazy, hot and humid. Look out for some thunder showers and a high in the upper 90s. And look, Sunday's going to be the same way. So if you're thinking of barbecues and stuff, just put the umbrella up, you'll be fine. Going to be full weekend, 78 WNBC degrees. Gonna go back. Remember this time machine classic. A certified rock and roll classic from Elvis the King. 66 WNBC. You ain't nothing but a hound.
This is News on the Hour from 66 WNBC, New York.
A day after a high-ranking Cuban military official defects, the State Department says it hopes to get some important information from him. Peter Loeffler has more on the man who landed in Key West.
The reason the Cuban general defected is clear, says State Department spokesman Charles Redmond.
This is another indication of discontent, even among Cuba's elites, with the Castro regime.
And Redmond says the U.S. expects the general came to this country with valuable material.
As a senior military official with experience reaching back over many years in several areas of Cuban activity, he is obviously in command of significant military and political information.
The Cuban general flew to Florida with his family in a small plane. Peter Loeffler, NBC News, Washington.
The U.S. official said it was believed to have been a perpetrator that stayed in political prison has been let go. He spent 28 years in prison for attempting to overthrow the Castro government. He's now in Panama and may come to the U.S. Where's the pilot? That's what a lot of people are asking. That story and more news in 1 minute.
You're about to hear a very special offer. Listen. Excuse me, are you waiting for Cinema 4 or 12?
Cinema 28, I think.
How long have you been here?
Since breakfast.
I heard it's a really deep movie.
Yes, the trees represent death and the cantaloupe represents life.
How did you know that?
I read it right here in Time Magazine.
You know, Marion, always wanted to meet a girl on a movie line who reads Time Magazine.
It's how I keep up on politics, people, books. Then how did you know my name?
It's on your subscription label.
You must be Bob.
How did you know?
Wait, it's written on your tie.
Oh,
You subscribe to Time with the Exchange Address label.
Subscribe to Time now and get 30 issues for 3 monthly installments of just $9.79 each. You'll also get Time's phone file free with your paid subscription. It's a push-button phone with a built-in flip file for all your numbers. So call 1-800-GET-TIME. That's 1-800-GET-TIME. My movie was great. How was yours?
Terrific. I forgot what kinds of the cabbage represents.
The family waits for a phone call while Western defense experts are trying to figure out how a West German's light plane made it through Soviet air defenses to land in Red Square. Dr. Kenneth Lichtenstein of the U.S. saw the whole thing.
A number of people wearing uniforms and some wearing plain clothes came around. They were all talking with one another and deciding what to do. And for about 10 or 15 minutes, they just stood around talking to each other and talking to him through an interpreter.
The flyer was supposedly taken away by Soviet police, and the West German embassy doesn't know where he is. The case of the homeless in Los Angeles is going to end up in court. Police Chief Darrell Gates says arrest of people sleeping on the streets will start next week because of the dirt and the crime. But Attorney Gary Blasi is shocked by the planned arrest.
The National Coalition for the Homeless, with which I'm the Vice President, has established a national hall of shame for American cities. And I think Los Angeles is now a leading contender for admission to that hall of fame.
And he says that he will go to court. U.S. Congressman Barney Frank has told the Boston Globe that he's a homosexual. The Massachusetts Democrat told the paper, if you ask the direct question, are you gay, the answer is yes. So what? The four-term congressman says that he doesn't think his sex life is relevant to his job. But on the other hand, he doesn't want to leave the impression that he's embarrassed about his life. This is NBC News.
Rather tense, because I'm going to ask you if you'd like to join the American Association of Retired Persons. Don't put your pencil down. I know what you're thinking. No thanks, I'm not retired. Okay, then how about joining a group that gives you really helpful advice on all aspects of life over 50? Sound better? It's a non-profit organization that stands up for people over 50 on issues like Social Security and taxation. It can save you money on health insurance and prescriptions, entitle you to savings at major hotel, motel, and car rental chains. Very tempting, isn't it? You even get a great bi-monthly magazine, Modern Maturity, all for just $5. Now, get your pencil ready, because I think I know what you're thinking. How do I join? Call 1-800-345-8000. That's 1-800-345-8000. See? You just decided to join that group you thought you had to be retired to join. AARP. Call now. 1-800-345-8000. Yeah, I knew you would.
WNBC Weekend Sports. Well, here's what happened yesterday. Yankees were defeated 13-5. The Oakland Athletics did it. Now, the Mets are in Padres still in progress. Later on today, it's going to be Game 7, Eastern Conference Finals in the NBA. Detroit and Boston Celtics go at it 3:30 in the afternoon. WNBC instant weather from the National Weather Service. A hazy, warm, and humid night. And overnight low around 70 degrees. For Saturday, hazy, very hot and humid. There's a chance of afternoon or evening thunderstorms and a high in the upper 90s some places. A cooler at the beach. Good place to be. Saturday night, hazy, very warm and humid. And overnight low around 70 again. Looking ahead for Sunday, same thing, that haze and continued hot weather. 76 WNBC degrees. And that's what's happening from 66 WNBC.
The WNBC $66,000 joke could turn your yucks into bucks. Details this hour on 66. I'm Don Porter.
66 WNBC. Eastern America's time machine. 66 WNBC. This is your trip back in time to the music you grew up with. The Time Machine on 66 WNBC. Big J Sorensen all night long. It's coming up at 6 minutes after 1 o'clock. Gonna play the Rascals next from 1968. The Time Machine, the New York Time Machine. Gonna have fun with you tonight. Come on, hang around. 66 WNBC, the Time Machine. Fun all the world, all the time. Coming right on. 212-247-8666. Say it, we play it. 66 WNBC. WNBC, now you're not going to ask me if it's going to rain tomorrow or where can you buy Grateful Dead tickets, are you?
I don't care if it rains tomorrow. I don't care about the dead.
I don't either.
I want to hear Me and Bobby McGee by Janis Joplin.
What a good song. Hey, what's your favorite nighttime radio station, Beck?
WNBC. And by the way, we are awake in New Jersey.
Call Tilt Boogie. WNBC. 117. It's a Saturday morning or a Friday night in New York, whichever the case may be for you. Big J on the radio all night long. We're calling it the Time Machine, playing the songs you grew up with from the late 50s and classic rock and roll, 60s music and very early 70s thing too. 1966, one of the first psychedelic tunes with a Count 5. Song doesn't faze me at all. WNBC. WNBC time is 1:20 and it's 76 WNBC degrees. It's Big J Sorensen all night on the Time Machine.
Look what Richard Nader has planned for Father's Day, Sunday, June 21st. 2 doo-wop shows at the Aspen Hotel in Parsippany, New Jersey. One at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Starring Johnny Maestro and the Brooklyn Bridge, the Shirelles, Randy Chance and the Earls, the Del Vikings, and the newest members of Rock and Roll's Hall of Fame, the Coasters. Aspen. To make this Father's Day very special, the Aspen Hotel is offering dinner with Dad, starting mid-afternoon in a family buffet setting in the Rotunda Room, North Jersey's 5-star gourmet dining spectacular. Of course, there's a special Father's Day weekend overnight stay package, too, that includes deluxe accommodations, workout facilities, indoor pool, dinner, breakfast, and stage-side show tickets. Join us at the Aspen Hotel in Parsippany on Father's Day with Johnny Maestro and the Brooklyn Bridge, the Shirelles, Larry Chance and the Earls, the Dell Vikings, and the Coasters. Ticketmaster has tickets at all locations. Call 212-307-7171 or call the Aspen Hotel at 201-299-0100. That's 201-299-0100.
Well, yeah. Here's another one of the entries in the WNBC $66,000 joke contest. Now, this one here is sent in by, get this, see, Big Ed Roll of Yorktown Heights, New York. Thanks, Big Ed. Copycats, please. All right, here's the joke. It says, Dear Imus, did you hear that Bill Buckner of the Boston Red Sox tried to commit suicide? Yeah, he tried to jump in front of an oncoming bus, but it went through his legs. Thanks, Big Ed from Yorktown Heights. That joke could be worth $66,000 in cash. Now remember, Imus in the Morning will give away $1,000 cash each weekday morning to a listener whose entry is pulled at random. Listen Monday morning for your chance to call in to win. That is your favorite joke. Well, your name, address, and daytime phone number to WNBC $66,000 joke. Post Office Box 660, New York 10101. The WNBC $66,000 joke contest from Imus in the Morning and the station that turns your laugh into big piles of cash. Gonna be a hot night tonight, and around 70 is a low. Steaming tomorrow, hazy, hot and humid, and a chance of thunderstorms, a high in the 90s. Saturday night, haze, very warm and humid again, chance of more showers at about 70. Continued hazy and hot for Sunday, 76 WNBC degrees. Afternoon coming up. WNBC. Eastern America's request lines are open. 212-247-8666. Machine Hotline, who's this?
Hi, Jay. It's Stu from Brooklyn.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to dance to the music with Sly and the Family Stone.
So would I. 1968. A lot of brass, a lot of horns, a lot of funk, a lot of rock and roll. You got it. What's your favorite station, babe?
66 WNBC, New York.
Yeah. WNBC. 1970. Chicago 2, and this is Make Me Smile. WNBC. It's Big J in a time machine. Oh, no. Oh, no. Got the Fab Four. WNBC. It's all good. Liberace's favorite song. Yeah, that's right. 66 WNBC. Pig within about 10 minutes, Eastern America, so hang around for that on 66 WNBC's Time Machine.
Oh, Jacqueline Rose, get on board.
All these chimes, why? It's 1:39, 21 before 2 o'clock WNBC time, and 76 WNBC degrees. Big J in the all night. Hey, look, if you want to hear a song, I'd be more than happy to play for it. Eastern America, you should call me now at 212-247-8666. I'll play it for you as soon as I can. And in just a little bit, we'll make you a record pig as well.
Superb jewelry, Hotel Superb Time.
Melange 1000.
Sheer luxury. A watch that is one with your wrist.
It drapes itself against your skin with the feel of fine golden silk.
The Longines 1000 delivers hairline accuracy with the exclusive Longines quartz movement. Longines 1000 is ultra
thin. The Longines 1000 is water resistant. But most of all, this watch, the Longines 1000, this elegant statement of the art of Swiss craftsmanship, this is fine jewelry, superb jewelry, and it makes a great gift.
Oh, it's slipping.
Longines 1000 for men.
And visit the fine jewelry department at Stearns and say, I want a Whitnauer. Hey, look, for him, for her, for those very special occasions, the fine jewelry department at Stearns is going to show you a Whitnauer. Elegant, rich European styling at downright American prices. Visit the fine jewelry department at Stearns and say, I want a Whitnauer.
Mr. Simpson? Yes? Mr. Gefilte will see you now. Oh, goody. I'll just run down the hall and...
Come in.
Morning, sir.
Well, Simpson, I assume you are ready to start an exciting career in our exciting industry of wrapping fish byproducts.
You bet, sir.
Simpson,
Yes, sir.
are you quite sure you really want this job?
Well, sir, I'd like to sleep on it a few days, if the fish won't mind.
If you're tired of your job, this could be your chance of starting an exciting career in broadcasting at the Center for Broadcast Training. Call us by dialing area code 201 and the words "in radio." That's 201 INRADIO. Find out how you can start an exciting new career in broadcasting now by calling 201 and the words "in radio." That's 201 INRADIO.
Loot for a hoop. Money for a funny. Bucks for yuck. $66,000 for a joke? Yes. Imus in the Morning is looking for the world's best joke. Listen carefully. Here's how to win. Send your favorite joke along with your name, address, and daytime phone number to WNBC $66,000 joke. Post Office Box 660, New York 10101. If our panel of celebrities judges your joke as the funniest, you win $66,000 cash. But wait, there's more. If your joke is the Imus in the Morning jackpot joke, just call in to win $1,000. Send your joke today and listen to Imus in the Morning, the WNBC $66,000 joke contest from the station that turns your laughs into cash.
All the weather's on 66 WNBC.
Hazy, very warm, humid tonight, around 75 is the low. For Saturday, hazy, very hot and humid, a good day to jump in the pool at Palisades Amusement Park. It's not there anymore? Okay, fine. High of 96. Yes, Saturday night, hazy, very warm and humid, and a low about 70. Sunshine, hazy and continued hot, 76 WNBC degrees.
WNBC.
66 WNBC. Big J in the time machine at 1:45. Somebody asked for Crosby, Stills, and Nash with Neil Young in Ohio. That Kent State incident. Yeah.
66 WNBC.
1968. Rod Brill, the Grassroots. Midnight Confessions. You asked for it, you got it on the time machine on 66 WNBC. 66 WNBC. Big J Sorensen, the all-night time machine rolling on at 1:51. 9 minutes before 1 o'clock. Come up in the NBC newsroom. It's Andy Fisher all night long to keep you informed on what's going on amongst the world, you know. In the time machine, what I want to do now is make you a record pig. Eastern America, let's wake up at 212-247-8666. All I need on this one is the name of the song. Who did it? I need first and last names on this tune. 66 WNBC record pig. Come on! 66 WNBC. Well, do you have any clue? Do you have any idea whatsoever what that song is? You've heard that song before. You've heard it in the 80s, as a matter of fact. What do you know who's performing it? Do you know their last names? I think that will be the key to getting a winner, all right? 212-247-8666. Bob Mackey from Oakhurst, New Jersey called up and said, well, he got the right title, which really wasn't that tough to pick out, but he called it the Viscount. That is not correct. That's not correct, I'll tell you now. 212-247-8666 on WNBC. We'll make you a record pig. WNBC instant weather from the National Weather Service. Look, it's going to be hot all weekend. That's all there really is to it. 75 for the low tonight. Look out for maybe some thunder shower activity throughout the day tomorrow, especially in the afternoon and evening. It's going to get into the 90s, way into the 90s as a matter of fact. Saturday night, hazy, very warm and humid around 70. Continued haze and hot and humid for Sunday. 76 WNBC degrees. Big J taking your phone calls through the night.
This is News on the Hour from 66 WNBC, New York. The world's busiest waterway is on fire. Correspondent Philip Till reports from London that two boats landed in the English Channel. One of them, the Liberian-registered tanker Skyron.
The ships crashed in thick fog, and both are now on fire. The main worry is about the oil tanker. The crew has abandoned ship. She's drifting ablaze in the English Channel with 137,000 tons of crude oil on board. Coast Guard lifeboats and helicopters are making for the scene, but misty conditions are hampering efforts to put the fires out. The second ship on fire is a Polish freighter. The crew is still on board. Philip Till, NBC News, London.
Washington has another busy and troubled waterway on its mind. The Pentagon says a substantial buildup is needed before U.S. ships can offer protection to oil tankers sailing the Persian Gulf. The general who flew across the waterway separating Cuba from Florida yesterday may have a lot to tell U.S. intelligence officials. The State Department says he can supply some significant military and political information. Justice grows on the farm at last. That story and more, NBC News in a minute.
Grab a pencil, because I'm going to ask you if you'd like to join the American Association of Retired Persons. Don't put your pencil down. I know what you're thinking. No thanks, I'm not retired. Okay, then how about joining a group that gives you really helpful advice on all aspects of life over 50? Sound better? It's a non-profit organization that stands up for people over 50 on issues like Social Security and taxation. It can save you money on health insurance and prescriptions, and fight for the savings of major hotels, motel, and car rental chains. Very tempting, isn't it? You even get a great bi-monthly magazine, Modern Maturity, all for just $5. Now, get your pencil ready, because I think I know what you're thinking. How do I join? Call 1-800-345-8000. That's 1-800-345-8000. See, you just decided to join that group you thought you had to be retired to join. AARP. Call now. 1-800-345-8000. Yeah, I know you would.
After 14 years of